Hi there Pisces, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot. This is going to be your abundance update for September, where we look at all things career, job, money, investment or opportunity related to see what's coming in for you. So what we're going to do here, Pisces, is begin with this beautiful Moonchild Tarot to select an overarching energy for the month for abundance for you. And here it is already. I will then be getting out your full tarot story and then finishing off with the Angels of Abundance. We have got the Three of Pentacles here for you, Pisces. Look at this. I mean, Pentacles is always a good thing to see in an abundance reading. The Three of Pentacles in particular is really a sign that what you have been manifesting is beginning to take shape. It's beginning to become solid, right? And it can talk about getting together with your team, with your network, to really take things to the next level. It can also be a card of learning and development, being in that apprentice mode where you are getting together the skills that you require in order to shift things along to the next stage, the four, which really is, putting that plan into action. So I love this card for you, Pisces. What are you cooking away? Well, let's just see where it all goes. Going to go to the Rider-Waite now for your tarot story. Waiting for the first card to fall a flip before I select the energies for you. Too many. There we go. Ooh, it is the Wheel of Fortune. Change is upon you, Pisces. I absolutely love that. Whoa. We have got the Magician. Now that's in your blocks or challenges, the Magician, right? Might need to believe in making this happen. Advice from Spirit or Tarot. We have the Knight of Swords. In the outcome energy, we have the King of Swords. These are all the progress and movement. Before we clarify, Pisces, I'm just going to pull a couple of finance-specific cards. Since this is an abundance update, wow. Ace of Pentacles, that's beautiful. And the Hierophant. I'm finishing on the Sun at the bottom of this deck here. The most positive card in the tarot. Let's clarify before we read the story. We have got the Knight of Wands here with the Wheel of Fortune. The World clarifies the Magician, called the Universe in this deck here. We have got the Hermit clarifying the Knight of Swords. Coming out all over the place. And we have the Four of Cups clarifying the King of Swords. Okay, Pisces, let's jump in. In your current position here, we've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Knight of Wands. I mean, Pisces, change is upon you, and I really think you can feel it. Now, change, what is it? Well, it could be, beginning a new job, could be, moving homes, seeking a new opportunity. I mean, it's coming in with the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands is a knight of passion and purpose, a messenger of opportunity, and it's about now, charging into a new frontier. That Wheel of Fortune is shifting you there, and I had the feeling when that Three of Pentacles came out that it's really about building something new, building in a new direction, because in the Rider version of this card we see the Knight with 3 sand dunes in the background, so it is the nod to the fact that whatever you've been manifesting is about to take a quantum leap. That's what I'm sensing here. In the Wheel of Fortune, it's it's usually a big luck change, and it's about predestiny. It's the time for you to go through this change. That's the Wheel of Fortune. You're ending a karmic cycle, you're beginning a new one. It's really that energy. They say it can be a 10-year energy as well. So I feel that whatever this shift that you're going through, it's about moving you closer to that passion and purpose, and it could be starting a new career that's much more on purpose for you, achieving a greater sense of passion in the work that you do. The Knight of Wands, I mean, knights can be, you know, messengers or communicators, guys. So there could be, or could have already been, an opportunity that has been offered to you that you have been considering. And it's kind of, it's a predestined opportunity if you are in that position, and you're kind of being nudged to say, hey, take it and run with it, because that could be the new frontier for you. This is the energy of Sagittarius. You might be dealing with a Sagittarius or an Aries or Leo as well. It could be something to do with this opportunity. Now, the blocks or challenges here, Pisces, the Magician and the World, called the Universe, in this deck here. Okay, so there is a sense here that one of the blocks or challenges is making this happen, right? And I think also the main block or challenge is closing out a past karmic cycle and stepping into the new here and allowing that Wheel of Fortune to shift you. Because the Wheel of Fortune is a big card of karmic change, and the World is a big card of karmic completion and starting your next karmic cycle. So some of you might be leaving a long-term career here to go out on your own, or some of you might be going back to study, you know, becoming an apprentice again or something like that. And there's a sense here that maybe the fear is that, you know, sometimes we feel that when we make those fundamental shifts in our life that our abundance is going to suffer. Sometimes it might go down in the interim, but when you're moving on to a path of passion and purpose, it always follows later on. Because the universe is kind of saying whatever you're moving on from into this new chapter, it's done anyway, and it's about knowing when to, you know, call it quits, basically. The universe or the world is a card of victory. It says that you've arrived and you've actually gotten all the learning that you needed to out of the previous situation, and it is time for you to move on to this new frontier here. And the Magician, it says, you know, you actually have everything, Pisces, in order to make this change, to make this shift. You know, that's the Magician. It's the awakening to the fact that you have the emotional intelligence of the Cup, the resourcefulness of the Pentacle, the intellect of the Sword, and the power, the personal power and passion of the Wand. And it's when you have that awakening that you unlock that infinite potential. So I feel like the block or challenge is, you know, Spiritual Tarot is saying here that the block or challenge is knowing when to close out the old cycle, allowing that Wheel of Fortune to shift you, and then stepping in powerfully and making this change happen, getting on that horse like the Knight of Wands and charging into this new frontier, whatever it is for you. Advice from Spirit or Tarot: get on that horse and move quickly. But not until you've kind of sought your own counsel. I mean, this is the Hermit in this particular deck, the card of Virgo. And the Hermit is about taking a little moment to go within and seek your own wisdom. It can be a card of healing as well, regeneration. If you are closing out a big cycle, sometimes we need a bit of self-reflection time, you know, join the dots and that kind of thing. However, the Hermit is also a card of rebirth, and I'm really feeling that with the Wheel of Fortune, the Magician, you know, the universe. I really feel that you are moving into a whole new identity here. I really feel like it's a new chapter in how you make your money. Not only is that going to shift your identity, but in the future it's going to shift the way you make your money and make your abundance as well, because it's going to be aligned with you, right? Could be something more spiritually aligned with you with this particular card. Yeah, it links to, this card here links to the energy of the Star and the Major Arcana, and it says that at the moment maybe the pathway isn't fully illuminated, but you're just being powerfully called here to step onto it. But the more, you know, you kind of seek that wisdom, the more you kind of start inching into that process, that star energy burns brighter and the path will be revealed. Now, the Star is the card of divine wish fulfillment. So there's a real sense that whatever this opportunity that's coming in for you is, or it's going to lead you to your, you know, your divine wish fulfillment in terms of your abundance. It's going to lead to greater abundance for you. The Knight of Swords says, yeah, you know what, it is time to move forward with this. Not too quickly when the Knight of Swords comes in. Yes, we do want to charge forward, but don't be hasty. You know, make sure you have all the information that you need. Keep your communications calm and grounded. You may be dealing with an air sign person, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. because you also have the card of Aquarius in your reading here with the King of Swords. But I really just feel like this is moving ahead, you know, moving ahead to a new chapter, a new rebirth. Outcome. King of Swords and Four of Cups. Yeah, I mean, the Four of Cups is really assessing here, Pisces, what you don't want anymore. The person in the Four of Cups is realizing that, I know this is the outcome position, but I really feel this is you seeing the big picture of where your fulfillment didn't lie in the past. Because the person in the Four of Cups is a little bit over it. They are pulling away from a situation that hasn't given them, you know, the abundance, the fulfillment, and all of that they truly desired, because they're dreaming a bigger dream. So I really feel with the King of Swords, which is about seeing the big picture with clarity, that you are seeing that, you know what, it is time for me to close that cycle and allow the Wheel of Fortune to shift me, because I'm realizing now that I wasn't fulfilled in the old situation. And when I'm not fulfilled, I can't achieve abundance, because abundance flows from when you are in that, you know, passion, purpose, flow state. So that's the King of Swords for me. It's really, that's a truth revealed for you. You know, and it transforms your situation, which will transform your abundance in time. That's why he has the butterfly motif here. And that's a victory, claiming power. We've got two characters here holding swords. We've got two holding wands. This is about stepping into power. You're seeing that big picture. You're connecting the dots in hindsight. And I think that's the moment where you go, okay, wheel, move me, do it. I'm ready. Beautiful. Over here in money in particular, we've got the Hierophant, and we've got the Ace of Pentacles. This beautifully says exactly what we were saying. The Hierophant, number 5, it's a point of change, and the Hierophant asks you to question tradition and question values. It can talk about you know, the past values of what has been imposed on us by our parents, our traditional workplaces, maybe in relationships, about following the well-worn path. You know, you've got to do it this way, you know, tertiary education, get a good job, get a mortgage, go through life that way. When the Hierophant comes in a financial reading, it's like, are you willing to maybe do things differently? Because we can see a fresh new start kind of opening up here, a new path, a new way of doing things, a change. And it says that maybe when you align with your own true values, that's when the money comes in, right? Getting on purpose and the money flows. And it says, have faith. Have faith. And with the Hierophant and the Hermit in the reading, this could definitely be some kind of spiritual connection as well with how you make your money. Maybe you're using some spiritual gifts and talents. The Ace of Pentacles, you know, is that reward that's waiting for you. It's the new opportunity. Can be a new way to make money, which is kind of what I think this whole reading is about. And it comes to the person who has, you know, climbed the mountain, who has gone through that Saturnian hoop of the next karmic cycle. Because if we look at the Rider version of this card here, it's a dancer going through a reef, which really stands for jumping in with effortless flow from one karmic cycle to the next. And what's on the other side? The reward, the solidity, the stability, the new commitments, and increased abundance. Pisces, it's really beautiful energy here. Let's go to the romance, not the romance angels, angels of abundance, and see what they have to say to close us out. That one's jumping, I'll take it. Block out distractions. Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what those distractions are, and you have the power and responsibility to block them out. So stay focused, Pisces. That's going to be important for you this month. Stay focused on the new path. Windfall of abundance. This could be the Ace of Pentacles. An increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms, some of them unexpected. Wheel of Fortune, guys. Be open to receiving and know that this abundance comes to you to support your life's purpose, health, and charitable work. Wow, I just absolutely love that. That is a beautiful message to close on. So I will leave it there, Pisces. I wish you all the best. I do hope with that it's many people's reading this month. But keep in mind it is a general reading for the collective, so it won't pan out exactly like this for everybody. If you're called to share, leave me a comment. I'd love to hear what's going on with you guys, as long as it's not too personal. Just keep that in mind when you make a public comment. And I try to respond to as many as I can. It helps me get to know you guys and connect with your energy. And I will see you back here throughout the month for plenty more readings.